I think we are live. Let me just double check. That should be right. Let me know if you all can hear me and see me, please, because I tend to always have technical difficulties. I'm just waiting. Normally it'll play live for me. I'm just waiting to see if that'll happen. And then we'll hop into everything. Please excuse my hair. I need to wash it. Okay, yeah, cool. I think we're good now. Um, I don't, I'm gonna just assume that our sound is working. Hello, hello. Welcome to our new moon ritual for the Virgo new moon. Thank you for being here. I know it's a holiday weekend here in the United States. And yeah, thanks for just joining me on this Sunday night. I feel like a lot of people where I am are away. But then I feel like a lot of people also don't have plans. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me know. Thank you, Sean. Hello, Christopher. So tonight we're going to just do a really brief overview as to what's happening with this energy. I am almost feeling called to share more with what has come to me rather than what I've learned through astrologers. So we'll see if I end up doing that. But then after that, we will cleanse our own energy. We're going to just do a brief little exercise and then we'll answer a few journal questions. I couldn't help myself. We have 5 questions tonight just because I kept having more come to mind. And I think they will all be helpful. And then after that, I'll send you Reiki. So that's just going to be our game plan. If you want to grab tea, anything to cleanse with, a pen and paper, go ahead and get that. And yeah, let's just talk about what's happening with this energy. So this is definitely a transformative time. You may be feeling it within you. You may be having a desire to change in some way. New moons in general are about beginnings. This is that transformational phase, time to begin again. However, if you're feeling unsure of what direction to go, you may be feeling a little bit confused or conflicted inside. That is definitely a time to go within, right? You know the answer within yourself. And taking that moment to go within you rather than asking people outside of you is going to get you way further. You also may be experiencing blockages, they may be present. So remember with transformation, growing isn't always easy, right? Like when we're a kid and we're getting taller and our body is changing, that growth sometimes hurts. So just be aware, there might be some turbulence, blockages might be present, which I already said, but it's not going to necessarily going to be the smoothest energy with this new moon. There's going to be tension of change with what we've been dealing with. But in reality, if you think about your life and everything that you've gone through, when has there not been friction when you've had change? Right? Like change isn't always just this easygoing thing. Like change creates this uneasiness within us, which is why we're capable of changing. So I just invite you not to run away from the discomfort and don't try to avoid it. But no, if you're going to change, it might not feel good. It might not be easy or smooth, but it's okay. Change is okay and it will help you. So I just want to throw that reminder out there. Also, this time period, as I'm talking about these blockages and turbulences, don't think that it's negative. We're in a time where we're more so moving into a solution. So if you've been going through that transformation, if something's been bothering you, if you've been feeling that way these last few weeks, now is the time to actually look forward, to have the forward movement, the forward momentum. So if you can keep yourself from feeling like you're in a stuck place and thinking the thoughts that keep you stuck, and I'm totally guilty of this, it's going to help you because things can change, right? Things can just become different. There can be a solution. So thinking about the solutions that you want will definitely be helpful. With this energy, it is definitely an energy of stillness. Look at what you can intentionally choose to work on, what is a true priority. So with this Virgo energy, it's just being deliberate with your time. And it's about it's a very grounding new moon because it's in Virgo, which is an earth sign. But think about routines, schedules, what leaves you feeling more balanced as we are moving from summer into fall here in the United States. You may be having that sense of like, okay, I'm going to get into a different routine. This is going to be this way. And now my schedule is changing. So allowing just that transformation to really happen. But also with this Virgo new moon, think of hardworking quality. You're willing to do the work. You're willing to put in the effort. You're willing to figure things out. You're willing to have the conversations to actually look at things. That is this energy right now. And the caveat to that, though, is to work for the things that actually matter. Work for the things that are meaningful for you, not just busy work and waste your time or do it for people who it's not going to help you, right? Like there's other people that you can be doing the work for instead. And so with that, discerning how you use your energy. So that's really what's going on with this energy right now. It is a transformative time. Like I said, it might not be easy, but I love the idea of just sorry, there's like so many different things in my mind all at one time. So I just love this idea of us moving forward and finding a solution just because I've been in a space of being frustrated and feeling stuck and thinking that I'm going to be stuck and that I don't have a solution. So really taking the steps I need to take in order to get to a new place and like welcome in a solution feels really good. But then also I listened to a really great hour-long podcast episode from Michael Singer, who wrote An Untethered Soul. And it was just a reminder, and I'm going to probably talk about this more, but it was like just a reminder about how our mind plays tricks on us and like how we are the ones who block ourselves from anything that we want. And I know like sometimes those things are harsh realities to hear. I needed to hear it, which is why I wanted to hear it, but it was phenomenal. It was just like a really, really good reminder of like, you have the infinite joy and love and gratitude and like everything that you want to feel, you have it inside of you. And so one of his examples was like, people wait until they get their dream car and say, I'll be happy when I get that. And it's like, but you could be happy now without that. You know what I mean? And it's like finding that happiness within you because a lot of times when we get that thing, it actually doesn't even change us. But anyway, that's a little tangent. On that note, let's cleanse our energy and get moving. And hello, Tom. I'm definitely transforming from rough into a smoother flow. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Lisa. I love fall time. Can't wait for pumpkin spice. Yes, it's already out. Go hit up some Starbucks. Probably Dunkin' as well. It's here. Lisa, I'm a Virgo, so I feel a centering energy and feel called to do what you said, streamline what matters. Amazing. And happy early birthday, happy belated birthday. When are you in this Virgo time frame? Yeah, when we want something too much, we place too much attachment and importance onto it. Exactly, Tom. From Lisa, I just saw this quote and it spoke to me. Ego says, once everything falls into place, I will find peace. Spirit says, find peace and everything will fall into place. Exactly. Yes, that is totally it. And I love it. Also, guys, I'm sorry if my voice is shaky. I had a farmer's market this morning and my throat has been like kind of on fire. So we're good right now, but if it sounds different, that is why. Belated. Well, happy birthday. I hope it was a good one. All right. Let's get into cleansing our energy and let's cleanse the energy of the space. I'm going to grab Palo Santo just because it's easy for me to grab and I won't burn my fingers. Also, I want to keep the good energy that's around me. So that's what I'm going to pick, but you pick whatever you have, whether it be sage, sweetgrass, energy clearing spray, incense, whatever you like to use. And if you don't want to burn anything, that's okay. You can just imagine white light coming in around you. And as we cleanse our energy, I'm just going to read to you something that I wrote. I clear myself of all negativity and other people's energy. I detach myself from what is no longer meant for me. I invite white and green light to surround me in a powerful healing bubble, helping my heart expand. I allow myself to connect in with my inner self and trust what comes to me during this ritual. I am light, I am free, I am connected. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're now going to move into cleansing the energy of a room. I'm just going to stay seated so I can stay on camera. You are welcome to get up and walk around. I ask all low vibrations to leave this space. I ask loving white and gold energy to fill this space with pure love. Please allow this space to assist me on my journey, helping me to truly heal what is in my heart and to feel lighter. I invite my loving team to assist me on this journey. I am open to what is meant for me. I am open to receiving blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Look at the birthday twins. All right. We are now going to move into doing just a brief exercise because as this is a new moon about stillness, I want to take a time for stillness with all of you. Also because you're here, right? And I don't know if you're going to be able to take another moment. So let's take advantage of it while you're here. What we're going to do is we're going to do 2 minutes, which might feel really awkward as I'm just going to be on camera in silence for 2 minutes. But what I want to have happen is in this 2 minutes, I want to invite you to close your eyes. You don't have to do it yet. You can listen to my instruction first. But as you're finding stillness, I want you to start to listen to the thoughts in your mind and then start to notice the space between your thoughts. So, listening into that silence and those still moments when you don't have a thought. And then I want you to try to expand on that silence and that still moment between your thoughts and just allow stillness to fully wash over you. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because of my voice. Um, but allow just the stillness to fully wash over you, fully coming over your body into your mind. So I'm going to throw myself on mute and let's just take 2 minutes in silence and find stillness within. All right. All right, how was that for you guys? Just finding stillness. Is it, do you find it easy to allow your mind to go totally blank, or do you continuously have thoughts popping up in it? I know there's a delay from when I ask a question and when you guys answer. My brain goes nonstop. Yeah, understood. It's a mix of both. Awesome. So, Lisa, that was much needed. There was a block party nearby today, playing 5 songs at once. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of music to take in. Um, Lisa, one of my favorite tricks, and I probably have said this to you before, is to look at a candle flame. And when you're watching the candle flame, like as your mind starts to wander, you bring yourself back to noticing how the candle flame looks. I actually just have one right here, which is why I'm staring out at a screen. So it's like you come back to looking at the flickering of it, and that brings you into the present moment. And then it's just about practicing. It's like about practicing listening to the silence in between the thoughts and like letting the thoughts go. But I will say, many times I go to meditate, especially in the morning, and it's like I can't do it because I'm so excited about getting the day started. There's so many things in my to-do list, and like my mind just doesn't stop. So the other trick that I have, and this is for anybody who struggles with meditating or getting their mind to just be quiet, journal. Like I swear by journaling. It is my favorite technique of all time. When you journal, you get all of that chatter that's like floating in here, literally out of you and onto a piece of paper. And then it just makes all of this stop trying to remember it, stop thinking about it. Like you shared it with someone, you shared it with your journal. So those are totally my two favorite tips. The journaling for me, I think, is the best answer when it comes to helping my mind to be quiet. Um, think yes, Tom, thank goodness. Finding using a mantra helps too, for sure. For sure. And then eventually like start paying attention to the spaces that you have in between before you like when you say the mantra once and then when you say it again, like start expanding on the space in between them. Um, Sometimes it's like a beehive. Yeah, so you've mentioned it. I need to try that. I forgot, but thank you for the reminder. I'm learning to channel it into my surroundings, what I'm hearing. Amazing. Hi, Valerie. Welcome, welcome. Christopher, my thoughts are racing with possible scenarios before this. Thank you. Oh, good. So it sounds like it helped. Yay. Okay, cool. Lisa, you're into journaling. Sean, you tried it too. Awesome. Well, on that note, let's get to answering some questions. So we got a few tonight, and it's just because I got excited. Our first question, I'm going to throw it in the chat now, but it's going to be, and I'll explain more behind this, but it is, how are you towards yourself? And I'm going to leave it open-ended for you to think of whatever initially comes up, but like, how do you talk down to yourself? How do you block yourself? How do you keep yourself doing habits that don't work for you, right? How do you not honor yourself? All of these types of things. How are you towards yourself? Also, like, how are you kind? How are you loving? How do you take care of yourself, right? Like, think about all these different aspects of how you are towards yourself. But I also wanted to throw this question in there, which is why there's a dash. How does your mind work against you? What kind of thoughts are you having throughout your day? And so I have been aware of this before, but like it totally came back up for me as I was reading Michael Singer's book and then like listening to his podcast. And I'm really starting to zoom out and see all the ways that my mind wants to keep me in a certain energetic state. Like it wants to complain, it wants to notice things, it wants to like just get me angry. And or like keep me feisty. Like it'll just throw these thoughts in my mind. And if I just take a step and be like, oh, I hear that thought. Dang, I don't want to go there. I've been cultivating more awareness of really separating and not allowing that thought to really control me. And also, I've just been in this weird space of just thinking, like, why am I allowing so many external circumstances to dictate how I'm feeling internally and like how I'm showing up? Because they shouldn't, right? Getting rejected from a job application shouldn't make me feel away. Why, you know what I mean? But it has, and it was. So I really had to take a step back to be like, why is that external situation really having such an impact on me? Why am I giving it so much power? Why am I caring so much, you know? So anyway, that's where this question is coming from. And yeah, let's take like 3 minutes for this question, just because I know it's a heavy hitter and I know I threw a lot in it. And we're gonna take 3 minutes and 28 seconds because that's how long this song is. Let me just share my music with you guys. Okay, let's get to writing. I hope that was enough time. I feel like with that question, I could go on for hours. Um, Sean, you should totally make some. Yeah, sorry. And it was kind of an intense question. Um, for Sean. And then Tom, sounds like the last Mercury retrograde. Yeah, it was hitting. Complicated relationship. Yep. Hello, Paul. Thank you. Thank you. It's tough to be as kind to myself as I am to others. I catch myself and try to share kindness with myself. Yeah, it's a really good realization. From Tom, I think I run away from my feelings sometimes and shut my emotions off. I don't know if it's a problem, but I just got to remember to turn them back on and not leave it like that for too long. Yeah, definitely. And also, you should read that book by David R. Hawkins, Letting Go, when it comes to talking about emotions and feelings and like what they are and how to better process them. Because I wish in school in the US we were taught how to process our emotions. That would have just been like so amazing. But yeah. And I'll share some of my answer with you all as I'm always grateful that you share with me. But for me with this question, I am definitely very hard and critical on myself, but then also lately I keep giving myself a pass and like allow myself to take more downtime than I probably need. But I think I've been a little depressed the last year. Not like fully depressed, but like not not if that makes sense. So I definitely know like the struggle to be motivated, and for me it's like you put out work and you do things but you're not seeing the end result that you wanted, and it's just tiring when you try stuff and it's just like I don't think it's working. Um and yeah, to be more transparent too, like I don't always speak kindly to myself, and yeah, definitely some realizations there. And those thoughts definitely don't help. Christopher, pending in the situation, positive, negative, understood. Tom, I used to have critical thoughts of myself, but learned to deal with that through appreciation and gratitude. I love that. Valerie, I have to overcome fear with meditation and increased knowledge. It is all right not to be perfect. I'm fine being, the heart is in my way. Um, I'm fine being something unique and always eager to learn new things. Yeah, definitely. And with meditation, maybe even try like movement meditations at first, like walking meditation or um like dancing or exercise, riding a bike, right? There's different ways that we can meditate, and that's something that I'm really like a pro about. Like I'm very encouraging of. Also like meditating while you're washing dishes and stuff or driving your car. That's like my favorite things. You just kind of like zone out. Sure, Tom. So thank you all for sharing with that question. I appreciate your vulnerability with me. And thanks for being my safe space. And let's move on to our next question. So our next question, and this is thinking about our Virgo energy. It is going to be, what are the things that are essential and priorities in your life? So with this energy, we're talking about, working hard, but doing that with the right things. So what is it that is essential in your life and that are priorities and that you really want to focus on? So for this one, we're going to take 2 minutes. Um, Let me just find us a 2-minute song. This might take a moment because most of my songs lately have been a little bit longer. Um, I might have played this one before, but we'll listen to it. And one more before we go through. Since being a parent, it's helped me really hear my critical inner thoughts, and I don't want my kid to do that. So I'm working hard to teach him how to process inner thoughts, which is in turn helping. Oh, that's such a blessing. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's take 2 minutes and let's answer this question about what are the essential things and priorities in your life. Hopefully that was enough time. If not, feel free to hit pause if you're watching this on the replay. For those of you who are live with me, keep on writing while I talk. I'll just share some things for me in case if you are struggling with this question and you're not quite sure what might be essential or priorities for you in your life. So for me, my essentials are basically anything related to taking care of my physical body. Well, I guess my emotional and mental bodies as well. So those included journaling, meditating, visualization, breath work. I like to use something called the Beamer, which is this device that my mom had given me, and it's just good for your health. Drink some, eat really good and nutritious food, and then also enough food, and drink enough water, and then also exercise, yoga, and the gym. And then for me, my priorities are, growing my candle business and my YouTube channel, getting a new job, looking for one, continuing to look for one, continuing to keep applying, if not every day during the week, as many days as I see new jobs for me to apply to. And then just my relationships in my life, showing up for different people and making sure that I'm being the best, like, person in those relationships that I can. So those are my priorities. If I sat here longer, I might be able to come up with more. However, I think for this list, it's kind of nice keeping it shorter because you almost want it to be things that you definitely can honor, right? You don't want to add too much on. That's the whole, like, it doesn't make sense for this energy. This is all about discerning and using your energy in a way that works for you. And so also like my essentials, I'm not doing all of those things every single day. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I will journal however many times during the week, meditate however many times during the week, right? Like do breath work. Like maybe I'll do breath work 2 or 3 times. Maybe I'll hop on the Beamer 4 times. Maybe I'll go to the gym 4 days, right? So I just want to be super realistic with you and let you know, like, I'm not doing everything every day. It's not real. For Tom, doing things from a place of wholeness that connects me with God, not doing things to run away and distract myself from a void within, like before. Amazing. From Christopher, spending time in nature, quiet time to myself, health and meditations. Awesome, awesome. Valerie, being productive, caring, meditating, and striving to become a better person to create abundance in my life that benefits myself and others. It's so beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words. Lisa, self-care, exercise, mental care, etc., and my family. Awesome. Cool. We're all in the same vibe. I love it. So let's head over to this next question, which is going to be, what can you do or change to attract more positive energy into your life? And so with this question, we're going to keep it short again, because I don't want you to second guess what comes up for you. I want you to be like, yep, this is it. Let's go. Let me just find a song that's on the shorter side, please. If I can find a song that's on the shorter side. Hmm. All right, we're gonna go with this song and I'll just pause it halfway through. But yeah, let's take about a minute and a half for this question. If you'd like more time with that question and you're watching it on the replay, go ahead, hit pause. For those of you live, feel free to keep writing as I start talking. From Valerie, listening to positive music, going on the walking trail, connecting with nature to be at peace without any negativity. I love it. I love all those things. For me, it is making visualization even more of a prominent role in my life, as well as meditation. And strengthening my inner world, really just remembering how grateful I am or how blessed I am and focusing on those things rather than looking for what I feel is missing. So just a little mindset shift. From Lisa, I'm careful about who I let into my energy. The older I get, the easier it is to say no. I love that. Amazing. From Tom, think less, have no thoughts, not be overly attached to end outcomes, not putting too much importance on my desires and manifestations. Yes, Tom, you're speaking my language and I should be doing the same, but I've come to accept the fact that certain things are very important to me. And it's very hard for me to let go of my importance. So instead of trying to let go of my importance, I'm going to embrace it, but just focus on the inner stuff. My way really may not be working. I think your way is probably the better route, but I'll give it a try. Christopher, let go of old energy strands that don't serve me and surround myself with people who love me. Yes, I love that. These answers tonight are amazing. You guys are so awesome. Thank you all for sharing with me. Okay. Our next question is going to be, what new beginnings are you inviting into your life? So I want to say with this, like, just think about all the new different things that you want to bring in, not what you're setting an intention for, just like all of the new beginnings that you're inviting in. The next question we do is going to be specific for intentions. So I'm going to throw this question in the chat and let's take 2 and some change for this. See if I can find a good one. This is an alpha song. Or let's do this other one. Yeah, the more we want something, the more we're reinforcing lack of it. It's weird. Things come when you stop wanting them for some reason. 100%, without a doubt. There's that book, The Reality Transurfing, that talks all about the pendulums and exactly what you're talking about. And it's very true. When we do stop grasping, like what we want totally comes. I just yet haven't learned how to stop grasping on this one aspect. But anyway, I digress. Let's take 2 minutes, 40 seconds with this question. That one was too fast for me. Sorry, guys. If you want more time, feel free to hit pause on the replay. And if you're live, keep on writing. I could write so many more things. From Valerie, a new great job, meeting great new people to expand my knowledge, to share and inspire others to become better versions of ourselves. Yes, let's go. I love that. Um, Ease and divine intervention. I realize things don't have to be any more difficult than we make them to be. Nature moves at a slow pace, but is very effective. Let's be more like nature and be in alignment with it. I love that too. Tom, you're really helping me feel the duality within myself between my materialistic self and those desires that I have, and my spiritual self and the other half of me. And I definitely feel like split. um, yeah, it's like there's like two different callings within me. So tonight is definitely helping me feel them both. So thank you. It's fun. Living in my own apartment, my new path as a healer, new family members, and my love for nature. I love that, Christopher. Um, Tom, yeah, I do have some Cappy in my chart too. Yeah, I feel like as a Cappy, it's like I do really like the finer things. I, I really do, but I love the idea of just like being in nature, living slow, growing my own food, all these things. And then there's the other part of me that's like, how long will it take until I get bored? But one day I'm gonna have my own car. LV, Prada, Gucci, Fendi. Yeah. It's really funny. I'm actually not a designer kind of person. I don't like care about designer clothing. I don't like care about any of that stuff. But there's certain things where it's like I need a clean bathroom. Okay, anyway, we're gonna answer one more question. And our last question, it's gonna be, if you guys are, I know most of you are accustomed to being here. So we are going to write to the new moon. But this time when we write to the new moon, we're going to clearly set intentions. So I want you to get clear, and it could be like one or two things that you want in this new moon cycle. What are your intentions? And share anything else that you have on your heart. One thing I do want to mention is that we do have an eclipse coming at the end of the month. So endings may be showing up in that. So just remember, like, we're just in a transformative phase. Like, that's just like what we're in. So I just say that as you think about your intentions for your new beginnings, what it is that you're calling in, and just to help you in case you start feeling frustrated of like, oh, what I set an intention for is not happening fast enough. As Tom reminded us about, nature moves slow and, things move in their own way in their own time. So we're going to let's do 2 minutes and 52 seconds for this one. I'm sorry again if that felt too short. By all means, keep on writing if you're on live. If you're watching this on the replay, feel free to hit pause and keep on going. I feel like I could have written forever. Um, from Valerie, a great new job and to be truly happy in all aspects of life so I can help others. Amazing, amazing. From Tom, I can't lie, I could use some more money, universe, wink, wink, for my checks to speed up and get processed. Like Steve Harvey says, I don't need $3 billion, but I want to taste what $3 billion is like. Fair enough. Thank you both for sharing. All right. We're going to move into our Reiki healing. I'm like, sorry, I'm skipping all over. I'm not going to share anything for that because I think you guys pretty much know my intentions based off of the last answer. So let's move into Reiki. I'm going to give you guys my spiel because I normally don't in our videos, my long videos, just because I want it to feel like you're jumping into the meditation. And sorry, before I get into the spiel, just Christopher in the chat, clear thoughts, trust my feelings, don't judge myself, surrender, and feel the energy around me. Those are really good ones too. Everything's good. Everything that everybody has shared has been amazing. So thank you all for sharing. So with my normal videos, I don't share or give my Reiki spiel because I want you to just start the video and immediately get like transported into a meditation. However, Reiki is an energy healing modality where energy is sent via the hands. I'm not the one doing the healing, I'm just channeling it through. And so what ends up happening is that Reiki energy, which is universal life force energy, talks to your soul and it flows wherever you need it. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, anywhere where it feels like it needs to go, it goes. What you may feel in the next few minutes as I send you this Reiki live, you might feel tingling in your hands, feet, other places in your body. You might feel waves of energy come over you. You might feel warm sensations, cool sensations. You may see shapes, you may see colors. You may have emotions come up to the surface. You may gulp hard and your stomach might gurgle. Those two things don't happen often, but I've had them happen with people. So I like to share it just in case if it does happen with you, you know, like, oh, okay, nothing to freak out about. Just let it pass. What else happens? I think that's most of it. I think that's most of my spiel. But anytime you're watching any of my other videos, if you feel any of those things, that's because I'm sending you Reiki. That's why my other videos feel different when you're listening. Yes, it's a meditation, but the Reiki energy is being sent to you. And that's like that tingling, the energy, you might just feel it in different places of your body. So on that note, you are welcome to receive this Reiki while staying seated or laying down. So right now, I invite you to get comfortable. And if you get chilly, put on a blanket. And then you could just start taking some deep breaths, allowing yourself to focus in this moment. And Lisa, just so you know, I'm using a prophecy stone crystal tonight, and I'm using the red quartz crystal. So that's what I'm going to bring in. Prophecy is for like grounding and receiving guidance. And then the red quartz is for us to connect to our inner fire and like move forward in the way that we want to. So now on that note, you guys can definitely get comfortable, start taking a few deep breaths. I'm going to start playing some music. Then when we're done, you're going to hear the music go off. I'm going to do this by the microphone. I feel like it doesn't pick up, but you'll hear my voice bringing you back. But there's no need to rush to open your eyes again. Just take your time. You can slowly start to come back to this moment, becoming aware of your body, gently wiggling your fingers and toes. And whenever you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes and sit up if you're laying down, or just stay laying down. Definitely just take a moment though, as sometimes after you receive Reiki, you feel a little like lightheaded, kind of a little floaty. Like sometimes you just need to take a moment. So please take a moment. Also, please drink some water, as the water will help with just rebalancing your body and the healing that you just received. In case you didn't know, I do offer personal Reiki sessions online via Zoom. So you're definitely welcome to learn more about them in the description below. There was a few things in the chat that I think I missed. Christopher had said, clear thoughts, trust my feelings. We said that before we started. From Tom, I've bought a couple money candles, spells, and they were Reiki infused. I have a good feeling massive wealth is on the way. Yeah, and Tom, if you ever need another money candle, I got you. Mine's abundance, not just money, but thank you so much, Dr. Lynn. Of course, you're welcome. Thank you for being here and your support always. Okay, cool. Lisa, you knew what crystals you were using. Valerie, very calming, yawning, amazing. Hopefully you'll sleep really good tonight. Tom, that was dope. Gave me a sense of deep clarity. It was like the Reiki washed away the doubt. I know exactly what my next steps are. Thank you, Kay. Amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. Tonight my hands actually felt really hot and the energy felt really powerful. And I don't always get hot hands anymore when I do Reiki. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So that was really cool for me. It was a cool experience. If you guys have any questions about Reiki or anything, let me know. But I want to tell you guys this because I consider you all my friends. And I haven't actually shared this with anybody yet because it happened this morning at the farmer's market. So I'm going to share it with you first. At the farmer's market, there was a woman who, I guess like a few months ago, she ended up having like this really freak accident and she broke her leg in a way in which like bones were shattered. She had to see a specialist, like very traumatic break in her foot. And she came to me and I ended up having a Reiki session with her and she bought a healing candle from me. And so she came back today and told me. So the doctor had said that in very rare instances with the kind of accident she had, the bones need to fuse back together. And she rarely sees it happening where the bones fuse back into that way. And so once she knew that image, she kept imagining that image in her mind. And she worked with the healing candle that she bought from me. And she came back to me today and she told me that the bones fused in the way in which the doctor says, like, that's really rare. It doesn't happen often. And it happened to her. And I got to give her Reiki again today. And it was a really great experience. She like brought me to tears and we didn't even say any words. So that was really cool to hear how the healing candle helped her. Like it made me so happy. Um, so yeah. So I do have more healing candles, but I thought that was just really cool. I was just so happy for her that like it just shows the power that we all have individually, right? Like she had this intention, she said it, and she like created it. Her She healed in the way in which she hoped to. And it's just remembering the power that we all just have. And so I'm just so excited for her that, yeah, she might have had this crazy accident, but she totally healed in the way that she wanted to. And that to me is like legit the best thing ever. Um, Great news, candles and prayers work. Yeah. Prayers totally work. You got to start billing insurance companies for those candles. Um, yeah, I gave her space to do it. And when it comes to that type of stuff, I don't feel like I genuinely, not like I have any part in it. I don't like, yes, I create the candles and then you guys buy them. And like, yes, I put Reiki in the candles when I make them and stuff. But after that, like once it leaves me, it's fully that person. And this is just who I am. Like this is who I was when I was a manager of 8 or 9 people. Like it's you. Like it's not me. Like it's your power. Like it's always you. Like yes, like I might be able to like hold someone's hand and like walk along them on a path, but it's never me. It's always that person. And that's how I always feel. And that's why I'm so strong and adamant of like what I'm making, what I'm creating, even like the meditations that I'm doing, it's all with the intent for you to awaken your own power within yourself and recognize all that you are capable of doing. Um, and that, yeah, I'm really passionate about that. Yeah, the belief behind it. Yeah, and she just had that intention, man. Oh, I was so excited. There's been a lot of like odd things around me lately where it's like something crappy has happened. However, like it's a best case scenario of a crappy situation. But anyway, I think that's all that I have for tonight. Um, yeah, sorry guys, you guys can tell I'm a little chill, not very dolled up tonight. Um, I need to read the book you recommended, The Anatomy of the Spirit. Yeah, it's a good one. I really like that one. I should read it again because I liked it that much. I like how she breaks things down. Right now, I'm reading The Mountain is You. Definitely in like this whole fixated phase of learning how to really master my inner self. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. But anything else? Any other questions? Any other thoughts? Any ideas? If you guys are interested in candles or Reiki sessions, the descriptions are in below of this video. If you're here with me, I think you should still be able to see them. You're very welcome, Valerie. You'll have to let me know if you do end up having a good night's sleep. Fingers crossed you do. Um, how are the coffee candles doing? So I put them up and I've been a little like quiet about them because I don't have a ton of fragrance. So I really only have like a limited amount of candles. I only have 2 coffee. Um, I can make a few more mocha. I have 2 matcha. I have 2 mocha, 2 matcha right now done. Today I had them at the farmer's market for the first time ever, and people were loving them. They were smelling them. They were very interested in them. So really good reviews. Nobody bought any but today of those candles, but they'll sell when they sell. I think they're cool. I'm burning one of my test matcha ones. And so here's a quick candle lesson for you guys. It's been an hour and the wax pool is very small, meaning like there's if I tilt this, I gotta be careful with tilting stuff because I totally destroyed my keyboard the other time. But this is how much wax has pooled in an hour, which is not a lot. So this is a very, very, very small wick for this candle, which is why this was a test and you're not getting this one. Um, but yeah, the other ones burn nicer. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you all for joining with me on this holiday weekend. I really appreciate it. There's so many of you guys on here, which is so cool because I feel like everybody's, just really nice. I'm just very grateful that you guys all are allotting me so much of your time, like for real. So thank you. Yeah, I think that's all I got. So on that note, I hope you all have a really good new moon tomorrow. I know I did this one a day early. It's because I'm not available tomorrow night. I'm going to be MIA, so I can't do anything tomorrow night. So thank you all for being flexible to do this a day ahead. And yeah, just keep focusing on those visions, focus on what it is that you want in those new beginnings because you got them. And yes, you're very welcome for the healing. Enjoy the Reiki feeling that you get. Many blessings. Bye. See y'all.